I finally get to do a feeding video. So let's see what they eat. Leopard geckos feed primarily on live, moving insect prey. An appropriate diet may consist of commercially raised crickets with smaller numbers of silkworms, roaches, mealworms, superworms, waxworms, and other live insects. Juveniles should be fed every 1 to 2 days, and adults 2 to 3 times per week. I do a lot of research online on how to care for my leopard geckos and how to treat them and what to expect from them, enclosure, all that stuff. I am still a beginner. I am learning along the way. But again, do your research. Every leopard gecko is or can be different. For example, Inca, she loves mealworms, but she likes mealworms bought at a certain place. Mushu eats all kinds of mealworms. I have given both of them a blue horn and they both liked it as well. Inca is okay with crickets. Mushu does not like crickets. He wants nothing to do with crickets. But Inca will eat crickets. I bought these mealworms from a PetSmart and I pick out all the good ones, put them in a separate container so I don't throw in anything that doesn't look healthy, or I don't throw any of that hay substrate that comes in those little cups with the mealworms. So I just try to dust them off in a separate little plate. I'm using the lid here. When I do feed my leopard geckos, I like to give them breaks after at least 2 or 3 mealworms, only because just to give them a chance to swallow it, or sometimes the calcium is a little dry, so that also is a little hard to swallow. In another video, I can be more specific as far as my methods when I'm preparing their food, or how I feed them, or why I feed them that way, but that can be a future video. Inca is a better eater than Mushu. When I first got Inca, she was only 4 to 6 months old. So I was able to early on show her how to eat with tongs and on her own, and she did great with both. Mushu, on the other hand, I didn't get him till he was about already 1. Inca has better aim than Mushu does. Mushu is getting better with his aim by using the tongs, but leopard geckos are a little bit known for not having the greatest aim. So that's the reason why I have these tongs that have rubber ends. It is a little bit harder to grip some of the insects, especially when they're moving, because the ends are rubbery, but I prefer these tongs than the metal ones because if they do bump into the tongs, it's less likely or less of an impact for them to even get hurt, because they're striking so fast and I don't want them to hurt themselves. I don't know how long he was inside the plastic container that I bought him from, but it seems like he's not really good being tongue fed, but he has gotten better with his aim over time. And Mushu is a very private eater. He prefers to eat on his own when it's pitch black dark at night. I want to be able to keep track of what they're eating, and I know if I breed my own mealworms, I will have an exact idea of how healthy they are, what more they need of, whether it's calcium or their vitamins. But again, that is a future video, so stay tuned for that eventually. But until then, mealworms from the local pet store, or maybe a sponsorship. I don't know. Hint, hint, a mealworm sponsor would be nice. But again, future plans, and thanks for watching.